Hey guys, Max here again, and welcome to my new gym. It's also going to be a future location of a skate ramp over here, going to have a wood shop over there, and just general storage. We were so fortunate to find this property out here that has this gigantic shop, but one of the problems, as you can see behind me, is it's pretty dark in here. There are only two existing lights that are up there about 20 feet in the air. They're 25-year-old bulbs, the same bulbs from 25 years ago, if you can believe it, and they still work, well, quote-unquote work. Big challenge here today is to try to solve this problem of actually lighting this space. Let me show you first what the existing lights look like. All right, I'm going to turn on the lights for the shop. Look right up there and you'll see what I'm talking about. They're loud and they're green. And it takes about 60 seconds for them to warm up, but honestly, the luminosity, it doesn't get too much brighter than that. So this isn't going to work. So let's fix the problem. Here we go. So what I did was I ordered 10 LED shop lights from Harbor Freight. Had them shipped here. It was a Memorial Day sale, as I recall. And there's 5 trusses that run the length up there. And so I'm thinking 2 of these per truss hanging down. These are by Braun. Let's see if you can see that. Braun. And 5,500 lumens per, and they're LED, so I'm hoping that these will be less of a load on the power. And this is going to be a bit of a learning curve for me. I have some basic electricity experience, and by basic I mean I've been a homeowner, so I know how to replace light switches, I know how to replace outlets. That's really about it. I've never done what we're about to do here, which is run cable up to new outlets. I've actually got some new outlets here which are going to install up there 20 feet in the air. So this will be a bit of a learning curve for me, new experience, but that's what I'm looking for by moving out to the property here, is learning new stuff. So this will be fun. All right, got the light unwrapped here. And first thing I want to know is the existing circuit that's run up there to those really old lights going to support 10 of these little guys? I noticed that it's a 20 amp circuit that's up there. So 20 times 120 volts is 2,400 watts total capacity, load capacity that I could put on there. I got 10 of these. Is that going to work? Well, the only thing this tells me is it's 0.5 amps. It doesn't even give me a wattage rating, but I think we could still use the math if my brain works. So 0.5 amps times 120 volts is going to be 60 watts for one light. And I've got 10, so that's 600 watts of lights, 2,400 watt capacity. We're golden, no problem. So woohoo! Let's see if this actually works. Geez, I hope my math was right. If it wasn't, I'm just going to have to re-record this clip so you don't think I'm stupid, or you don't know I'm stupid. It works! It's actually not bad. Well, we'll see how it works when it's 20 feet in the air, given the inverse square law of lights. I'm a photographer, so I know a little bit about that. Look it up, inverse square law. But yeah, once we get these way, way, way up there, the light will fall off quite a bit. But I'm hoping with 10 of them, it's going to be a whole lot better than what's going on up there right now. All right. Got this ladder at Home Depot. And it's pretty tall. Got my light set up so I can see what I'm doing up here. And it's really good that I'm not afraid of heights. Looking down on the gym there. And here's the truss. One here, one there, and 2 more on the other side. So yeah, I'm wanting to hang one here, one over there. There's the circuit that runs all the way over to the light there. So that's what I'll be tapping into, putting an outlet box on each one of the trusses so I can plug the lights into it. And woo! I'm not afraid of heights, but it is a little disconcerting being up here. And then I'm going to have stuff in my hands, so I'll put on a tool belt, hopefully. All right, let's get to it. sling this over for now. Or not. I'll try again. There we go. I'll probably put the outlets right there. It looks nice. All right, I've got 6 of 10 hung so far. And one thing that I quickly found out was I've got these doors which slide up and would hit the lights if the lights were hanging too low. So I had to shorten the chains just so that when the door swings up, it doesn't hit the light. But so far 6 are done. I'm going to retire for the evening and come back and I think hang the other 4 tomorrow. So I will talk to you then. All right, well, good morning, and it's the weekend, so I get to work out here all day today and tomorrow if that's what it takes. I just finished putting in the last 4 lights, and there they are. So we've got 10 total up there now. Of course, they're not wired yet, so that's the next step. And I'm going to go get that all set up right now. All right, so I've got my outlet, junction box, outlet cover. I think the idea is going to be, looks like this includes nails, so if I nail it to the truss, so the outlets would be facing downward, and I can plug each one of those lights into that. Feed the existing cable into here and take it out there. And I got my snips because I got to snip into that existing line. Of course, I'm going to turn the breaker off first, but just to be extra sure, I've got a little sensor here. 20 feet up in the air on a ladder, and if I grabbed onto a live wire, that wouldn't end well. I think the ground would win. So anyway, just to be extra safe, I've got that ready to go. So wish me luck. I'm going up there and here we go. Well, hello and welcome to Truss Cam. So here's the cable I'm going to cut into. Here's the junction box I just nailed here. Hopefully you can see that a bit. So first things first, make sure I don't shock myself. Turned it off at the breaker. I've got nothing on it. Nada. So that's good. So I'm going to give myself a little bit of slack because it's got to come down here. Obviously I'm going to have to go to probably Home Depot and buy some more of this wire, but that's okay. Alright, got that cut, so here it is. Alright, I repositioned the camera a little bit. Hopefully you can see a bit better now. So, as you can see, I went ahead and stripped these back a bit. Didn't want you to be bored watching me do that. So I checked that they're not hot. Ground wires, the all copper. Hot wires, the black, and the neutral is the white. Here's where I'm straining my memory. It's been a while, but as I recall, basically got your silver and your copper colored. I believe that the black hot wire goes on the copper side, or the brass looking side, and the neutral wire goes opposite that. I'm going to try that, and I hope that works. And the nice thing is, if I wire it wrong, I'll throw the breaker, and the breaker will just trip, and no fire. Because fire is bad. I don't want to curve these. Oh, my strippers don't have the... Sometimes your strippers will have the thing that'll help you curve the wires, and these don't. So I'm just going to make it improvise a bit, like that. Curvy. And this curve is going to help it grip the screw. Grip the screw, baby. Okay, 2 curvies. I guess we can curve this one too. The ground wire. Thanks for watching. I find this stuff to be really fun. I love learning new stuff. Okay, we got our outlet and a screwdriver. We got our hot brass side on the bottom. And let's hope this is how it goes. Got to make sure that when I position this, it's positioned in such a way to where I turn clockwise. So I've got it wrong actually. When I turn clockwise, righty-tighty, the wrap of the wire is going in the direction of the turn, so you're not fighting it, right? So I think probably about like that. Oh, and you know what I'm forgetting? I'm going to fish the wire down through the box first, huh? Got a hole up here for it. Fish, fish, fish. There we go. Now, wouldn't that have been silly? So I wired that all up and then realized I needed to push this down there. But I had to undo everything. Okay, so it'll be facing like this. Comes in like that. There we go. Now we're talking. Righty-tighty. Wire's going in the proper direction. Enough of the wire is exposed. It looks pretty good. Now the other side, the neutral wire, I will attach to the opposite screw. I really hope this is the way it goes. And once I get this in and screwed together, what I'll do is I'll head on down there, throw the breaker, and see if it holds. If it doesn't trip. If it does trip, I'll know I did something really wrong. Okay, I threw the breaker and it stayed. So what I did was temporarily turn off the breaker, plugged both of the shop lights into that outlet, which isn't fully assembled up there yet, but I just wanted to make sure it's all good. And now I'm going to throw the switch and pray it works after I turn this light off, just so we can actually get the full effect. So here we go. Please work. There they are. Moment of truth. Ha! Yes! That's 2. And you know what? That's not bad at all. 2 out of 10, and that's a lot of light right here, and that's going to make working out a whole lot easier for me. And a lot less noisy and a lot less green. All right, so it's time for me to wire up all the rest of these lights. Wish me luck. Well, it is now Sunday. Yesterday I got 6 lights total wired up, and they are looking great. I mean, really bright with just 6, and there's still 4 left. So this is my 3rd day work on this project. I really put a half day in on the first day, but I'm hoping to finish up pretty quick. I ran out of wire up there, so I went to Home Depot after I did some research on, hey, 20 amp circuit, what gauge of a cable do I need? And the consensus seems to be you need a 12 gauge. So I went to Home Depot and I picked up 50-foot 12 gauge indoor wiring here. Man, is wire expensive. I had no idea. Holy moly. Anyway, I got this. I probably won't use all of it, and then I'll just store the rest for a future date. Or maybe I'll sell it on the black market, for God's sake. Anyway, wish me luck. I'll show you how this all looks when I'm done, and things are coming along. One thing I wanted to show you before I close this up is, you notice how I had the hot going to the kind of the bronze copper colored one, and then your next wire needs to come out and go onto the next one, right? So make sure that you put your hots on the same side. I don't know if you can tell, but they're actually connected there with a little piece of metal, so it's just kind of passing through, right? Hot, and then on the other side you've got your neutrals on the same, and then I've got my ground. The grounds are going to be both, sorry, a little fuzzy there, but the grounds are going to be tied together as well. So it just passes it on through. That's the goal. All right, I've got them all wired up, and moment of truth, we're going to turn them all on for you. And remember when I first showed you the original lights, those loud green ones? Think back on how that was compared to where things are now. So here we go. Oh man, is that better? That is great, isn't it? Look at that. So I think it's just about the right amount of brightness. Admittedly, I think they could even be brighter, but that might actually hurt the eyes a bit. I think this is a really comfortable level. The only thing that I really am thinking I'm going to need more light for is over on my workbench area. I'll probably want to put a couple of lights directly over that, so that'll probably be a project for the coming weeks here. But otherwise, these wound up being really, really great. All things considered, a super easy install. I didn't electrocute myself 20 feet in the air and fall to my death, so that's a plus. Any electrical job that you walk away from is a good electrical job, right? I think that's for flight, but anyway. Hey, thanks for watching. If you like this video, please hit like. Subscribe to my channel. I'm going to be, sharing more videos as I learn to do things here around the property. I've got so many projects in mind, so many different things to get us more self-sufficient out here, get us more off-grid. Oh man. So every time I learn something new, I'm going to videotape it and upload the video here. So thanks again for watching. Really appreciate it, and talk to you later.